Hi ladies, I survived. I know I'm like all blotchy. I just had the dogs laying on me. Gross, no makeup, greasy hair. Okay, so let's see. I had a meltdown as soon as I got to the OBGYN. It was like I had to go there to take a pregnancy test and fill out paperwork. And that wasn't like by any means scary, but it was like I had to read about what the test was, which I already knew what it was. But then she asked me if I had any questions, and I kind of just started crying. And she's like, I completely understand. It's the anxiety, it's like the fear of the unknown. She's like, you will be absolutely fine, and I'm going to call and check up on you later. So after I stopped crying, Chris and I left to the diagnostic center where I had the x-rays done. And I had taken 4 ibuprofen before I left for the OBGYN, so about an hour before I had the HSG procedure done. And I totally suggest if you are going to do this that you do take some kind of pain medication before you go. So pretty much you can keep whatever you have on from like your top up, and then from your waist down you take everything off except your socks. And they give you like a robe, like a hospital gown to put on, and then they put you up onto like an x-ray table, and it has like the knee stirrup, so like not your feet go in there like a regular OBGYN's office, but like knee stirrups for like pregnant people would use when like giving labor, I guess. So Chris was allowed in that room with me. He had to stay all the way back because of the x-rays going on, so he wasn't allowed to like hold my hand or anything, but just knowing that he was in there helped me. But he had to wear like a big vest so the radiation or whatever it is didn't get him. So I don't know what you call these people. There was a PA there, and then the lady that actually did the procedure itself, she's from the OBGYN's office, but I don't know what title she is. I don't know if she's a surgical nurse or what she is. But anyway, she was so amazing and sweet and just told me everything she's doing step by step so I could like brace myself for it. And she kept asking if I was okay. And she was really nice and calming. So the first thing that they do is open your cervix with like, I call it the duck bill. That's what it looks like. I forget what those things are called. But it's larger than the one that they use in the OB office. Once that's done, then they swab your cervix with some kind of like antibacterial stuff. So I don't know if it was iodine or what it was, but she swabbed it twice, and then she told me she's sticking the catheter in, which she said is like the size of a spaghetti noodle, which in my head I'm thinking, okay, that's really small. But I really think it was bigger than that. I think she just said it, so I would think it's only that small. But I was more afraid of that part when I shouldn't have been, because that part, it did hurt, but I mean like it was like I was waiting for it to hurt. So like it went in and it felt like a teeny tiny little pinch. Like, you know, you ever get pinched like right here in the arm and it's like only the smallest amount of skin, and how bad that hurts? That's kind of like the pinch it felt like. And then that was done. And then what hurt the most for me was the dye. She tells you she's going to, like the radiologist then comes in and tells you that they're going to inject the dye, and they're going to take like 5 or 6 pictures, and then it's all done. So they inject the dye, and I am not trying to scare you if you have to have this done. The only way I can describe what I felt was intense, very rapid PMS cramps, but I felt like my insides were on fire. Like, it hurt so bad for that, I don't know, 5 seconds. Like, if it had to go on any longer, I would tell you, like, I would never ever do this again. But if I would ever have to get it done, like, looking back now, I can say it wasn't that bad because it's such a short procedure. Like, it really does only last for like click, 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 and it's done. And like as soon as she stopped injecting the dye, I had no cramps. Like I almost felt like I could run like a marathon. Like I felt so good. So overall, the experience, I would have to say I was like being a really big baby about it. And I guess from watching all of the people on YouTube explaining their HSG tests and then asking my friends about theirs, I put two and two together that this was going to be a horrible, horrible experience. And even though I don't like wish it upon anyone to have to get done, it's really not that bad. I would be able to do it again without crying. Besides that, you see your test results right away. Like, I could have easily turned my head and watched the entire thing happening on the screen, but I kind of felt if I did that, it would be the same way I would feel as if I would watch someone taking my blood, because I did that once and I got really, really woozy. So I didn't look. But then afterwards, they went through the pictures with me, and my tubes are completely, like, clear. There were no blockages, and she says everything looked great. So now we're just waiting the results of Chris's semen analysis, and I actually got my blood work results back today, and everything was within normal limits. So I'm so glad that's over with, and I can like check that off. And one of my really good girlfriends said, you will feel more confident in your body after you go through this HSG test, and she's so right. Like, I feel like I'm a stronger person for going through it. I feel like I can almost like judge my pain tolerance a lot more, that I am more confident in my own body. And honestly, like the one lady said before, she's like, this shouldn't scare you in comparison to like one day having to give birth. That's going to hurt a lot more. And in my head, like I saw my best friend give birth. So I feel like because I already saw it, I already know what to expect. Like, it doesn't scare me as much. Plus, like, giving birth is natural. Like, I know you have to go through checkups and stuff, and they put stuff up there every once in a while, but, like, the main thing is to have the baby come out. Like, there's not a lot going in. So, I don't know. Overall, I'm happy that I did it, and I'm even more happy now that the results were awesome, that I don't have any blockages. But I hope this video doesn't scare you by any means, because that's not what the intentions are. I just wanted to let you girls know, as detailed as possible, that it did go okay. I lived, and for when it does hurt, it only hurts for a few seconds, and then it's done. So I have to go to Target now and buy OPKs with Chris. He's downstairs. So I will keep up with you guys now as like I go through my days past ovulation. And I'll keep you guys updated if and when I hear back about Chris's semen analysis. I don't know when we're going to hear back. I'll probably have to call for the results, because I found out today that my OB that I see, she just gave birth like 2 days ago. So she's gone now. So I'll figure it out. But when I do, I will let you guys know. Thanks. Bye.